Honestly speaking, I have nothing to say tonight. For real. This is what I usually tell myself whenever I plan to prepare a speech or deliver a story online or deliver even a workshop here in Budapest. Let me take you back to 2017 when I started my lie, which totally changed my life. In the middle of November, I was sitting in the office in Citibank and I suddenly received a message which popped up on my screen in my mailbox. That message was the following: invitation, Toastmaster is in house. If you want to know more, please join us next week. As a guy raised and born in Egypt in the Middle East, for us in our culture, giving a toast or having a toast is not really familiar. Maybe because we don't drink that much alcohol in our country. So the first thing or the first picture that came to my mind, it might be embarrassing here for my colleagues in Toastmaster, but this is for real. This is the first thing that came to my mind as soon as I've seen the word Toastmaster. The first thing is a chef preparing for recipes for baking toast. For real. That was real in my head. Maybe because I'm an Arab and I do believe that I adore food. So this is the first thing that came to my mind. Next week, when I attended the official opening for Toastmaster in Citibank, I found out that it was not about baking toast. It was about public speaking, communication skills, leadership, and also critical thinking. And suddenly I realized, wow, I really like that. Why can't I try to deliver a speech? Why can't I try to practice my English skills on stage? And almost of a sudden, maybe you know this guy who is popping up in your mind and doubting your skills and doubting yourself and telling you that you are incapable of doing so. This person I call in my head, doubting me. Doubting me had a quick conversation with me before I started to prepare for the speech, my first time or my first icebreaker in Toastmasters. And this was our conversation together. Come here. You know well that you are from Middle East and you're an Arab. Your English is not that good to deliver a speech on stage for native English speakers in Citibank. This is first. Second, even if you speak English, you don't know the proper words, you don't know the proper terms, you don't know the proper expressions in the English language. Third, even if you know the English, your accent is an Arab accent, and it's really harsh, and sometimes it's offensive. And maybe the people on the stage will feel that instead of listening to you speaking English, they might feel that you are cursing them with your accent. I got really offended. I told him, no, listen, I do have the knowledge, I do have the skills, I do have the language, and I do have the terms that I need to deliver an English speech on stage. And I have nothing to say. That was the lie that I told myself and my doubting me, that I have nothing to say. I did believe that I'm not capable of delivering speeches on the stages in English, but this is what I told myself. I lied to myself. Luckily, I could manage to find a good story to deliver in my icebreaker in Toastmasters event, which was how I proposed to my ex-wife on a board of a plane back from Egypt. It was really cool story, and the people loved the story. And after the meeting, they came over and they told me, okay, Shafei, I think you are a good speaker. Why don't you apply for the contest in our club next month? I said, wow, that would be really cool. Of course, I can try to compete with native English speakers and they can try my language. Before that, again, my best friend, doubting me, appeared again in my head. And he told me the following. Well, well, well. You were lucky last time. You had a romantic story which you delivered in your icebreaker. But are you really sure that you will be able to compete with native English speakers in your club contest? I got really offended again. I told him, yes, I do. I do have nothing to say. And that was, again, lying to myself, to my doubting me and my self-doubt that I will be able to compete in the contest. And guess what? I did compete in the contest, and I won the club, and I made it to the area contest in that year. And after that, certainly, my life changed because of this lie that I have nothing to say. I started to work in the public speaking field. I started to have my own page on Facebook and I started to deliver motivational, inspirational speeches online and in different Toastmaster clubs as well, and in different companies. And until last week, when I have seen Lukas invite on Facebook about the storytelling event, and I was really amazed and surprised of how the speakers are really one of the greatest or group of greatest speakers on earth in Toastmaster, really. And I was wondering, why can't I share my story as well in an open mic part? And I share the screen or share the stage with those amazing speakers online. And again, my friend came and popped up in my mind again, the doubting me. He told me this time he was kind but supportive, and this time was a bit friendly. He told me, whoa, 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 whoa. Listen, you have been doing well the past couple of years in public speaking, but are you really sure that you're going to share a story on the stage between the best and the greatest speakers in the whole world from Toastmasters? And please, don't tell me again that you have nothing to say. I told him, yes, I have nothing to say. And this is how I ended up here today. I was trying to find the proper story to tell you about, which is I have nothing to say. And that was the main reason I'm here. The thing that I wanted to say to you guys is that we are going through tough times nowadays because of the COVID, and we are always doubting ourselves. The whole world is doubting themselves if we're going to make it, if the economy is going to make it, if the society is going to make it, if our business is going to make it. And here's what I'm going to tell you. Every one of you now is having this doubting me in his head, which is blocking your way to think about your future. But let me tell you something. What if we all lied genuinely and believed that this coronavirus will just disappear easily and smoothly and quickly, even if we don't know how, and even if we have nothing to say?